And I wanted to ask about those weekends. So when you're working during the week, I'm always hearing excuses from students when I do a workshop, reasons they can't write. And so I love stories like this that I can show them a clip from this episode and say, hey, Susan McCormick had a whole bunch more than you've got going on, and she found time to write. How many hours were you working a week at that time?
So it never adds up correctly, because you have the days that you work, and those days, we got there at 7:15, if not earlier, and it would often go a long time late. But then you have call at nighttime, you have call on the weekends, and call doesn't mean you sit at home and do nothing. Call means the phone rings and often you have to go in. And so it's very hard to add up the actual amount. But it was a lot. And so those mornings on the weekends, it was like the only time I could do it. That's the other thing about it. You're talking about sort of diligence. Because it was the only time I had to write. During the week, I'd kind of save up little bits and, have little things written on pieces of paper. But that was the only time I had to write. So I had to sit down and write. I had to produce something on those mornings. And so whether or not I felt like it was flowing, something, I had to type something. And so I really made good use of that time. Now that I have a little bit more time, if I'm having something isn't going right, I'll go out and run. That's how I get things to really gel in my head. So I'll go out and take a run now. But in those days just ended. This is just a new thing for me, this kind of all day thing. But I would have to sit and write, come whatever may.